kind of get stuck in the same rapper over and over and over again. But sometimes I veer off the path of that y'all request and get a request out of somewhere else. So this request has been coming up back and forth on the channel for I can say at least a year, honestly. And I never had the urge so I'm gonna go ahead and keep in the rhythm of everything else. But you know what? I want to veer off. It's 7 minutes. So without any further ado, let's get right into this, man. Got one chance to let me down or pick me up. So let's get it.
Stepped out like Scooby-Doo in the game, with a sack of trees as the case completes. The villains knew the name. We was stuck in chillums with that lane, back when dime sacks was the thing. Now we glide across skies like Luke Kane. No shame, we carry the state on our back like new quarter chains. Rats was at them like Elmira to Maximilian. I was focused on the craft. I knew Rax was in the cards.
So this is the first time I'm ever hearing this dude rap before. I don't think I ever reacted to him. So this is a new experience for me. But if he's with Earl Sweatshirt, Earl Sweatshirt has the way his songs kind of up and down and dark sometimes. I don't know if this song's going to get dark or not, but right here, he's being very clever from the top, saying, stepped out like Scooby-Doo in the game, with a sack of treats as the case completes. Scooby-Doo in the game, of course, got the treats to give Scooby, and the villains knew the name. The villains knew, but they call them kids. So I like this so far. We glide across the skies like Liu Kang. Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat, when he does his little scissor kick across the screen, he's gliding across the skies. So far, man, I'm liking it so far. It's a change up. It's a change up instead of a fastball. So far, man, let me get some more into it. But right now, I see what he's putting down.
Sort of mutant, I seem to see through the ceiling. Some homies hit on the tables, my head was up in the stars. That's real large. I know niggas that caved in but still guards. Some said it's pre-programmed, some state it's up to a law. You ask me, it's all part of the mirage. Don't think it's wrong. Who's that? It's Quelle in the Super.
It's part of the mirage. So he know dudes that caved in but still guys. With little G's, still guys. They caved in but still guys. It's part of the mirage. I like that. I see what he's doing with that. Let's go.
I thought I saw a fountain. I thought I saw me on the other side of the seesaw mounted, bouncing on the up and up, counting downers. The rate flounder flat to bring you round and bend it back. But now what? The hour's not an alibi, doesn't add up. You out of time, fried like halibut with two sides, smizing for the camera. I surmise.
I like Earl, man. I like Earl Sweatshirt, man, because Earl Sweatshirt can sneak some bars in, and it just by you real quick because you're so used to his style. You kind of let bars punch you and you don't get in. But real quick, I like how he said, "I thought I saw a fountain." We're talking about a mirage. I thought I saw a fountain. I thought I saw me on the other side of the seesaw mounted, bouncing up and down. Counting downers. So a seesaw going up and down, it counts, it bounces, a seesaw, what it does. They said the rate flounder flat to give you the round bend and back. Because a flounder is flat and it was on one side, right? But also, as the rates of the drugs go, he said the flounder rate will bring you back around and back. Because I guess the rate is kind of high. Flounder is expensive. So when you don't have enough money to buy the stuff, you're gonna stay down. Also, fry like halibut with two sides. Halibut with two sides. A flounder has one. One side you can't really see. But also in a halibut, both of his eyes on the same side of his face. It's kind of flat, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, let's keep going.
The lie, what did the damage? Had to leave you with a treatise was signed and switch the plan of boundaries get redefined. I read the vines, it's a madness. We hacking limes, sink my teeth way past the meat into the rhyme when I grab it. The bittersweetness of times I wish to capture. Abandoned reason for the slime of greener pastures. They tried to leave me, couldn't find me when I finally answered. Tiny dancer, hold me closer, don't be sliding backwards. Forward further like a kite, told me on a toei. The soul's planted, the hand scraped the sky. With the chances that the medevacs left was hella high.
So, before we move on in this song, man, this song is kind of melodic. It draws you in. You can be like listening to this song and sink into the song. It's just one of those songs. You ever heard a song like that where you sink in before you know it, the song is over, either caught by the words or by the melody? Especially on the first time around, you're going to listen to it again. But I see what he's putting down here. He said, I read the vines. It's madness. We hacking limes and sink my teeth. Then he went on the green with the vine and a line and sink my teeth with limes also a green. He says, the bitter sweetness of times I wish to capture. A lime is kind of bitter. But also, he says, abandon a reason for slime or greener pasture, staying on the green scheme with vines, with limes, with, greener pastures and also slime. I like how he kept with the wordplay with the greenery. He said, they tried to leave me. Leave, like leave and left, also leaves on a tree. So y'all see what he's doing with this whole scheme with greenery. If you don't, like I said, he's really slick. If you don't pay attention to what he's doing, it'll go right past you. So I see what he's doing with the green. Anyway, man, let's keep going with this, man. He's doing his thing.
Hit the tavern for some gin and rye. Whiskey gingerly apply. The image shifting side to side in the distance. You tripping over lines, slipping. We been together.
Make it wise and when he walk.
Lost friends in the darkness.
Oh yeah, hit me in the heart one day. It's just words. A string of letters I smashed together. Some random sequence culture cast to weather. Inshallah could last forever. I don't have to be here, but I made it through a maelstrom. The director's cut might not even make the album cut. That's where the melanated melancholy styles from. Fly birdie fly, be as wise as the owl. Keep the eye of a falcon that's eyeing a sparrow. I know my daughter's watching. I know you watch me.
Oh man, who is this dude? Who is this dude? I like what he doing with this, man. I love cleverness, man. I love clever bars. So he said, yeah, it hit me one day in the heart. It's just words. He said, it's just words. He said, a string of letters I smashed together and random sync was caused to catch the weather. Come on, man. It's just words, a string of letters. It's a word, right? Come on. That he smashed together in a random sequence. Shoot, man. Come on.
I know the time's rocky, I know it's hard to remember, it blurred. December was burned, my 10 toes digging the dirt, feeling the earth, I'm willing to merge. Fourth quarter final moxie, it was dark like the light forgot me, oh Lord. Then a spark, then the scent of singe rosemary. When reality bit, it pierced my heart. With lifted hardships, my soul carried a voice close near me, said, don't be so scary, enjoy your 30s. Listen, I'm still looking for father figures around me, and even niggas who clown me. The last laugh is a nectar, but the sweetest get back is being completely free, completely me. The smell of burnt sage, let the seasons reek. Don't overthink it, bleed free.
I like what he did with this, man. I love what he did. He carried his emotional part of the song. He carried it very well with a lot of vivid pictures. He went on he talked about just putting the words together. Then he said it's cold like December. He's talking about seasons cold. Then he talked about digging in dirt and feeling the earth. So he's giving you graphic bars, basically everything he's saying. Then he says the innocence of sins. The innocence, also a scent, a smell of sins, rosemary. Or rosemary, you can smell that. Oh, man, come on, dude. I like this. Talked about the last laugh is nectar, but it's sweeter, get back, being completely free. Nectar, sweetest. I like that as well. Then he goes back to the smelling in the season. He said the smell of burnt sage, let the seasons reap, but don't overthink it. Breathe it deep frequently. So people use the sage to get rid of spirits and get rid of bad things. Some people use that. That's their thing to burn that kind of incense or whatever. But he said, don't overthink it, man. You got to do all that. Don't overthink it. Oh, man. I like this, man. Let's go.
Whoa, that's a rise. Rise. I spend most of my days now in my garden growing food and medicinal plants and shit that we smoking on now type of thing. And pondering the next moves, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on out here? We all know something is, around the corner. And we feel it in our souls, it's manifesting itself in our art even. The movies we make are largely dystopian, post-apocalyptic. I think we are just trying to make sense of it somehow. And that's cool. Sometimes it just be them seasons. Predatory capitalism.
Right.
And all the isms, you know what I'm saying?
All the isms. Racism, sexism, predatory capitalism. You've heard of those places like the check cashing places and places like the title loan, check advances, cash advance places, pawn shops. Predatory capitalism.
And everybody's fed up. And people don't know what to do. So we make our art. And art is beautiful. But art is also the truth.
Right?
So we know, you know. Come on, you know. You know.
So this reminds me when he's talking about music is art. Everybody has a preference of music. So what sounds good to you may not sound good to me. So I never disagree with somebody's music choice, because that song may be something that hits them at a relevant time in their life. So I don't So, but I don't do a reaction sometimes the song may be too long, or I got one request out of 95 and the other 95 requests something else that people want to hear. So I kind of don't I had one song that I got requested that I just couldn't stand. I'm not going to say it. And it just threw me off so bad that I just sent the person the link to the song. So here's the reaction, man. I didn't like it. But anyway, but I learned from that. Let's go.
So what are you doing about it? Most people just waiting for something to happen without even preparing for anything. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Ukraine, power off. Venezuela, they shut the power off. Just this week, 44 million people, South America, power off. That's how we start modern warfare nowadays. You just cut your power and your internet off. Get out 1 week without the little faucet running and the little water coming out. Your refrigerator not being on and shit. The diabetes medication not being cold. And you asked out.
Facts.
Make your actions match
Facts.
your ambitions to
Facts.
survive.
Facts.
You need to get ready like we are. That means being in shape. That means being in touch with your ancestors and your spirituality. You feel me?
You hear what he's saying, y'all? You hearing what he's talking about? This is good. He's talking. Let's go.
What's gonna come to pass is what's gonna come to pass. All that voting and all that shit, you can do that, that's cool, but that ain't gonna stop it. It's already on the way. You know what I'm saying? So, just buckle up, have a good time. You know, security is largely a superstition. It is not exist in nature. Life is either a grand adventure or nothing, baby. Go have your adventure, because I'm having mine. Big sin, peace out. One love.
He put it up in perspective, man. He put it in perspective at the end, didn't he? Wow, prepare yourself. That's like eating good, working out, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family. You can't get caught up on the material thing and get your spiritual and mental together when something breaks down. Look how crazy it is when the internet goes out, how people freak out. They can't do anything. There's no backups for not having the internet. So that was good, man. All right, man. We'll check out some more later on. It's FLV, subscribe, hit the like button, and we out.
Just like music.